When someone tries to take a wheel off, are they going to spin around themselves because of the forces?
Could you imagine? What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on this one. We're happy to have you here. A couple weeks ago, you would have seen me react to Redbull Aston Martin's zero gravity pit stop. What an absolutely insane video that was. And I had a couple of questions and comments, friends, family, viewers, asking, whether or not that was CGI. And I noticed that they had posted a behind the scenes. So what a fitting return to this epic stunt. And we're going to take a look at how they pulled it off. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Yeah, so sick. I wonder if that was actually one of the drivers.
How do you think your stomach will feel in 0G?
Yeah, probably.
September 2019. Aston Martin, Redbull and Roscosmos, the Russian Space Corporation, teamed up for a world first, attempting a pit stop whilst floating in 0G.
Yeah, and adding in all the lighting
project,
elements and that.
It was hard to believe. It would test us to the extreme.
With pit stops, if you try and push to be fast, generally you lose a lot of time. It's all about slow, deliberate manoeuvres, being able to keep cool under pressure. I saw it as a real opportunity to see how far we could push the boundaries.
Brother, there was nothing slow about that.
I've never dreamt in my childhood to become a spaceman.
There's only one way to get an F1 team to float in a weightless environment, and that's inside a plane. The science is straightforward. A plane descends at a sharp angle to 9,000 meters. Engines are stalled, and the plane freefalls over the Earth's curvature. That acceleration counterbalances gravity, resulting in weightlessness, 0G.
The thought of going in a plane that's going to go straight up and straight down, I think, is going to be very unnerving. And this is totally unnatural to what a plane should be doing. In my mind, it's an impossible environment. Just the fact that every force has a reaction. So as soon as you try and pull a wheel off or put a wheel on, all it's going to do is spin your body around. Even to the point of pulling the trigger on the gun. Is that going to spin the gun round? It's going to be hard to believe until we see it. I'm not sure it can be done.
No, but that's a fair assessment. Like, I was
Safety first.
Just thinking about
so a special set
Newton's
needs
laws.
to be built for the crew and car to operate securely. This set will sit in the cargo bay of the aeroplane.
This was pretty much the trickiest thing, because when we saw the actual measurements of the bolide, we realized, okay, the bolide is huge. It's like, I don't know, almost 5 meters long, it's almost 2 meters wide, and how can this even fit into the planes? We wanted to have our own interior construction inside, but he needs to build it that it's like not taking too much space. Actually, our DP invented like a camera slider. He decided maybe it makes more sense to just build a construction to be even safer. It's kind of a motion control system that he invented.
I still in my head.
У Роскосмоса было множество интересных проектов, но вот этот можно назвать самым безумным.
Let me know what version of the car is that?
They need to change 4 wheels and have just 20 seconds to do it all in 0G.
Yeah,
sure you got your Redbull ready.
We are right now rehearsing and see if everything works out well in the camera.
Камера, йод, сет! Пам, 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 пам. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9.
The guys have got this mock-up plane with a car on it, and they're just deciding footmarks and
Look at the
places
car.
stand. Obviously, when they're floating in space, they're not going to know where they can stand and what's going to happen.
The team come up with a smart solution that can only be achieved in 0G. Put half the crew on the ceiling and then flip the car upside down to change the tires.
So today's preparation
Better than them just saying, fuck it.
If you figured out how to do this without all us getting trampled,
best we came up with, sir, is like, fuck it.
that's your plan too? Fuck it?
It's gonna be a shit show no matter what we do. May as well do it fast.
All right. Fuck it.
Proof zero gravity.
There's
That's
a
gonna
lot
be
of
for
planning.
real. No CG, no...
No CGI. This is going to be for real. It's going to be fairly amazing and interested to see how it works out. We don't know how the car's going to react. What's it going to do? What's going to happen when it goes to zero gravity? What are people going to do when someone tries to take a wheel off? Are they going to spin around themselves because of the forces?
Could you imagine? Just getting twisted up by the gun.
The guys are used to their positions. They're used to where they normally sit or stand. They're used to taking a wheel off in, you know, on Earth. To be able to do it in a plane zero gravity, they don't know what's going to happen.
И камера. Сет. Раз, два, три.
I love that they're practicing the spins of the.
It's going to be difficult for us because we're used to doing pit stops on the ground with the car in this sort of position. So to be doing it in an environment where we're floating around is going to be difficult. Everything we've learnt over the years to do a fast pit stop is going to be completely tested to our extreme, and no one knows what's going to happen.
The formula to making the zero-G pit stop work is relentless practice, discipline, and precision teamwork.
Okay,
a synergy between the world-class crews of Aston Martin Redbull Racing and Roscosmos.
So they're probably going to get up to cruising
on the ground with the Roscosmos guys, they were very relaxed, really helpful, really professional. And I think they just tried to help us relax so that we could enjoy the experience and not be intimidated by it.
По телевизору наблюдал неоднократно, и все время впечатляло, как командно они просто вот четко выполняют там какие-то в доли секунды действия, пит-стопы проводят там в районе 2 секунд. Это, конечно, впечатляет.
I really don't know how I'm going to feel. You listen to different stories from different people, and I think there's no formula to being okay or not being okay. So it's just a case of getting on and finding out.
Yeah, fair. That's so fair. Every time I see the times for an F1 pit stop, it makes me think of NASCAR pit stops, and all I think about is this scene from Cars.
Rito, it's time.
Hey, Tiny, you gonna clean his windshield?
Pit stop.
They've given us some advice on how to behave in zero-G. Don't start rushing around, trying to do too much. Just get used to it, feel the environment, just steadily float around. Don't try and do somersaults or spin around, just stay calm and let your body adjust to the environment.
Oh, don't. But then we're gonna spin the whole car too.
Going into the first flight, I wasn't really sure what to expect. And the first time when you go into the negative G move, it's just the biggest rush. It's crazy.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's very disorientating, but exciting, and you want it to go on for longer than it does. Suddenly 25 seconds feels like 3 seconds. You have a very short space of time because of the requirements on the aircraft with fuel limitations. To watch the film
very practical
work,
limitations.
How busy everybody is, how hard they're working. It's been impressive to watch that.
Like, how fun is this?
Самая опасная работа у ребят, которые находятся на потолке. Потому что им надо занять изготовочную позу, выполнить определенные действия, либо с колесами, либо с гайковертами. И потом, до окончания невесомости, занять свою позу на полу, зафиксироваться и не попасть под болид.
True for when it comes down? Is that what they're worried about? I would imagine so. Look at the see the smiles? Like, what a fun afternoon or day or week or month that would be. Oh.
No, I'm struggling to believe that this is actually happening. The first parabolic flights, I wasn't looking at the car, I had my back to the car and I couldn't control what I was doing. And on the second one, I actually got a glimpse of the car floating, and I couldn't believe the car was in the air. It's not something you should be seeing. But the car was in the air, just floating the same as I was, and it was like, wow, I can't get this. My brain wouldn't compute what was going on. After the flight, first words from some people were, not too sure about that. And other people were, brilliant, let's do it again, let's go now.
So there's been mixed reception between the team.
It's been a huge project building up to get this as far as we've gone so far. I think the finished product is going to be amazing. It is going to look completely different to anything we've ever seen before.
And it certainly did.
We're shooting. So we are heading now in this direction, okay?
After months of design, countless hours of practice and several test flights, Aston Martin, RedbullRacing and Roscosmos are ready for the ultimate takeoff.
Alright, and I think they're going to show us the actual video here.
This year the pit stops have been wrong.
But if you haven't already seen it, go ahead over to the channel page and make sure to check out that video. The reaction is pretty cool and the finished product is absolutely insane. Well guys, there we have it. Now we know how they pulled off this insane stunt. Let me know down below in the comments. I had a couple questions there. What version of the RB car is this? Who raced it? I want to imagine 2019. Was this Danny Ricciardo and the year that Max came up? I think it was. But you guys, I know, will give me those corrections down below. If you're enjoying this type of content, go ahead and leave a like. Don't forget to comment down below your suggestions of what I should react to next. And if you'd like, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. We have our goal of hitting 500 subs by the end of the year. Right now, 90% of you lovely viewers are not subscribed. So go ahead and do so if you like. With that being said, we'll see you in the next one.